First, I'd like to introduce you to how Vision Quest all began. There's a shed on our college campsite which originally was red, and students came from all over the country on a student weekend to paint it white and green, along with some other buildings we have on the college campus. And the end result wasn't so pleasing to the eye or to the natural surroundings. And it just didn't blend in with the environment that it was amidst. Dr. Barbara Condren came to me with the idea that we could artistically make it blend in. We could bring out the natural beauty of the woods by creating a landscape on the side of it that would match the campsite and what it was, while involving lots of people in the transformation. This was just a preview of a much greater change and changes to come.
What we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting the barn on 4 sides of it, and we're going to be physically reflecting the opening projection so that the essence of the School of Metaphysics is captured in picture form, so that people who come here, college students, students from student weekends, visitors, anyone who comes to the College of Metaphysics will have within their physical sight an example of what it means to be a part of the School of Metaphysics, what it means to live spiritual intuitive man. There's lots of thoughts I had some hesitation, I had some fears, I had some doubts, as I think anyone would who is stretching and growing. But I really had a revelation this morning, which was pretty cool, and I realized that, you know, the worst case scenario of what I had imagined as a fear for what could happen, which is that nobody would want to help me, or that there would be, you know, little if any effort put towards it, and it would just be me. That it would take a really long time, or that I wouldn't learn much from it. I wouldn't receive the learning or glean the understandings from directing lots of people and helping to create something beautiful on the land. You know, that worst case scenario was basically the same as if I didn't do anything. You know, I'd just be myself, be insane. And Dr. Dan helped me see that, and that kind of lit the fire into my pants. And I received the whole image of myself. There was lots of crying. There was lots of receiving, and it's within me now. That's what I want to give people. I realize that that vision that's within me needs to be shared. And I have a really strong desire to share it visually and artistically, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. And I guess you could say it's my special talent. So I see that what I want to give everyone through this experience is an opportunity to come together as a school. I know how powerful that is because I was here when we were finishing up the Peace Stone, and I know what the energy of that produced in the consciousness of the school and what it led to. And I want to have something like that on campus that people throughout the country that are part of the School of Metaphysics can be connected with. And I know this holds that possibility. Well, what we have is your average kind of barn. It's not so average because it has a basement on the bottom floor of it that slopes down a hill. And you know, artistically, I've never done anything like this before on this kind of scale, which is what's going to make it so interesting. But in my mind, I guess in my mind, I will endeavor to lay out as much as I can before anybody touches the barn with paint. So what I like to do, what I did with the shed, is kind of sketch out the different angles of how people will see this, so that from any perspective, whether you're at the campsite, you're in the parking lot, you're walking out the main building, you're at the Peace Dome, you're down doing root race with the other college students, it looks good, and it has something inspirational that it can offer you no matter where you're standing. I try to include a lot of the natural landscape of what's in the environment when we did the shed. And that's something I also want to include with this, because that'll help it be a part of the campus and a part of the space, rather than looking like it is just stuck and placed there. And I think that was what really made the shed magic, and that's something that I held in mind and I talked about a lot with the people that we're working on. I want to get one that comes over here on the southwest corner, and then I'm probably going to go down to the barn lot and get the straight shot of the west side, and that'll be it. So, we're going in.